There are mistakes that don't appear in books, betrayals that don't bleed, cracks no one sees until it's too late. This message isn't for those who want to be liked. It's not for those who seek approval. It's for those who lead, for those who build, for those who understand that respect is not requested. It is imposed by the lines you refuse to cross. Today, I will show you 7 silent behaviors that destroy your power from within. Not with swords, but with smiles. Not through enemies, but through the people you let in yourself. If you've felt betrayal, absence, or fake praise, this video won't motivate you. It will wake you up. They say loyalty is tested by time. Machiavelli told me something else. Loyalty is not measured in years, but in crisis. When everything shines, everyone seems honorable. When there's a party, everyone applauds. But when the storm hits, you see who stays and who was only passing through. Traitors don't come with daggers. They come with excuses. I didn't know what to do. I was busy. Lies. Because the silence of someone who wasn't there when you needed them is the loudest scream you'll hear. And if you fall, and they return with plastic apologies, don't forget this. Whoever abandoned you once will do it again. Just wait for it. Forgiving out of weakness is not noble. It sends a quiet message to everyone around you. There are no consequences here. From that moment on, loyalty starts to rot. It's no longer about conviction. It's about calculation. They don't follow you out of respect. They follow you as long as you're useful. And you stop being a leader. You become a symbol, waiting to be replaced. In the storm, you don't need an army. You need one person, one who doesn't move when everything falls apart. One like that is worth more than 100 who only show up for the celebration. Because betrayal isn't personal, it's structural. It's a crack. And when others see it, they no longer believe you're untouchable. And if you're not untouchable, you're no longer a leader, just a king, waiting for the final blow. So if you called and no one answered, if you collapsed and no hand reached down, don't ask why. Just remember faces. And if you survive, don't let those faces return. Because each time you welcome back a traitor, you write a new rule for those watching. There's nothing more dangerous than a coward on the throne. It's not enemies who destroy power fastest, not conspiracies. It's the leader who's afraid to use it. Cowardice doesn't always shake. Sometimes it speaks calmly. It says, let's think about it. We need more opinions. But that's not reflection. It's evasion. It's fear. Fear of being wrong. Fear of owning the outcome. Fear of deciding and living with it. A leader who doesn't command betrays everyone waiting for him to act. The fear at the top infects those below. And when the head hesitates, the whole body breaks. Soldiers don't run from the enemy. They run when their leader doesn't know what to do. Because leadership isn't about waiting for certainty. It's about acting when everything is uncertain, with decision, with force. No one can guarantee they'll be right, but a true leader moves anyway, because prolonged doubt is deadlier than any mistake. When everyone goes silent, when the air turns heavy, the true leader doesn't ask. He advances, not because he's fearless, but because he knows. If he shows fear, everything collapses. Many disguise their fear as morality. They talk about peace, about caution, about ethics. But if you look closely, they're not afraid of doing the wrong thing. They're afraid of doing the right thing because it's hard. They're not thinking, they're hiding. The true leader doesn't bury himself in committees. He doesn't drown in endless meetings. He doesn't wait for approval. Because power doesn't belong to the one who waits. It belongs to the one who acts. And if you want to keep your place, you must move first and explain later. Never mistake self-control for paralysis. There's a type of person who always says yes, always smiles, always claps, always repeats what you want to hear, and for that reason alone, they're more dangerous than any armed enemy. Machiavelli warned me directly, enemies keep you alert. Flatterers put you to sleep. Because flattery doesn't kill with force, it caresses while it cuts. It doesn't question your mistakes. It decorates them. It turns you into a bloated cartoon of yourself. The flatterer is not an ally. He's a broken mirror, reflecting only what you want to see. And once you stop seeing the truth, you're no longer leading, you're performing. For an audience that isn't even real. Flattery isn't respect. It's manipulation dressed in velvet. It's a soft rope that tightens when it's too late. A true ally tells you what hurts. A flatterer gives you what soothes. And the one who always soothes you is killing you from within. And when you fall, they'll be the first to disappear. Same smile, same voice, because they were never loyal to you, only to your shine. And when that shine fades, they'll go looking for another. So look closely. Who always agrees with you? Who never challenges you? Who shows up when you're weakest, but still sounds sweet? That's not an ally. It's a parasite. And if you don't spot it in time, it will feast on your pride. Power doesn't just live in laws or titles. It lives in the illusion that no one can touch you, in the perception that your authority is untouchable. And that illusion breaks with a single laugh, a mocking glance, a public question dripping with poison. They don't need to dethrone you. They just need to make you look replaceable. And if you smile or say nothing, you're no longer leading. You're acting, because respect isn't maintained with words. It's maintained with boundaries. And when someone crosses that line publicly, and nothing happens, the others take note. A public insult without consequences isn't peace. It's permission. The silence of the group is not respect. It's waiting. They're watching to see if you'll defend yourself, or if it's safe to start pushing. And if you don't act, if you don't draw the line, you've just turned your throne into a stage, and yourself into a background actor in your own empire. Not all your enemies arrived on their own. Some you built yourself. You gave them access. You gave them power. And when you needed them, they didn't just turn away, they erased you. Ingratitude doesn't scream. It doesn't defend itself. It just disappears. It uses you. And once you're no longer useful, it throws you away. And when you return to power, they will return too. Same words, same faces, but this time, with a new plan, to take more. They won't do it out of revenge. They'll do it because they think they deserve it. Because for the ungrateful, everything you gave was simply their right. Machiavelli was clear with me. Never invest in barren soil. The ungrateful do not change. They only learn to lie better. Forgive them, and you lose respect, not just resources. Again. Not everyone who shines beside you is with you. Some are just waiting for you to stumble. They're the most talented, the most useful, always right, never committed. They don't declare themselves enemies. They observe. They remain silent. They learn. They're the ones taking notes on your mistakes, the ones who stay clear of all conflict, the ones who are always present, but never fully loyal. And when you stumble, when the throne shakes, they don't push you. They offer themselves as the alternative, quietly, without blood. They don't want to help you. They want to replace you. And they'll believe they're doing you a favor. If you have someone like that near you, you have two options. Tie them to your destiny, or remove them before they grow beyond your control. Some don't scream, don't strike, don't conspire, but they destroy you just the same, using the most dangerous word of all, morality. They don't want justice, they want your position. And they do it by asking the crowd, is this the leader we deserve? They're not looking for answers, they're planting doubt. And once you have to justify yourself, you're no longer leading, you're defending yourself. You are no longer the ruler, you are the accused. They speak softly, use noble values, dress in virtue. But if you look closely, they don't care about truth, they care about the throne. Machiavelli told me clearly, when morality becomes theater, authority no longer matters. If you don't stop the first one, others will copy the script, and the next one will remove you with applause. They don't want you to change. They want your seat. And if you don't act, they'll take it. Everything you allow becomes law to those watching you. A betrayal without punishment. A cowardice ignored. A fake smile tolerated. A public insult left unchallenged. A loyalty faked. A favor never returned. A moral knife. And you, silent. Each time you choose not to act, you teach something. You sign a new code. One that says, it's okay to fail, as long as you know when to come back. And when the time comes, when power becomes a burden, when the room is full but no one speaks, when familiar faces no longer respond, don't call it betrayal. Don't say it was unexpected, because no one destroyed you. You opened the door, you left the cracks, you taught them that loyalty was unnecessary, that all they had to do was wait. Power doesn't fall, it rots from within. And when it stinks, it's already too late.